Hi guys, Anna here, hope you're all well. I thought I'd come on here today to do a quick message for the collective. This is just a 3-card reading for the collective, just to get an energy check, see what's been going on for everybody. Remember, this is not gender specific, this is a message for the collective. Just want to get a message from the universe, from God, guardian angels, our spirit guides, to see what we need to know in the next coming days for our highest good. If any of what I am reading about with the tarot cards is resonating, please like, share and subscribe. If you want a personal reading, just check on my description box below. Send me an email, I can give you details on that. For my regular watchers, welcome back. For anybody new, hello, welcome to my channel. Again, I always say, please take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. This is just a message for the collective, just to get an energy check to see where we are at, what's been going on, what we're doing, what we need to do. So I hope this helps, and let's just get started. So I call on my spirit guides, guardian angels, ascended masters, loved ones. Please give me a clear, loving light message for all those who are watching this, for the collective, not gender specific. Give us a loving light message and tell us what we need to know for our highest good in love and light. Give us a loving light message for my beautiful watchers out there. Just need a loving light message. Tell us what we need to know here and now for our highest good. So please take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Okay, one more please. One more please. Oh, that one's flipped over. Okay, so, and the bottom of the deck. Okay, so first card that came out is the 10 of Swords. Sorry about the glare. The 10 of Swords. And then we've got the King of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Swords. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Swords. So please take what resonates and leave behind what does not. So for the general collective, this card represents complete and painful endings, maybe hitting rock bottom, just feeling hurt. For some of you, maybe feeling stabbed in the back. But this is 10 of Swords. The 10 represents an ending of a cycle, moving on, it's finished. So for those of you out there, whether it relates to work, family, a relationship, and you've been feeling sad, and you're also, Swords represents mental, the mental state. So this is thinking about what's happened to you in your past, about the pain that was caused, about maybe the people that's hurt you. Or this could represent that you are within your own mind, because this is Swords are mental. This could represent you are in your own mind and you are continuously going over the things that have hurt you or the people that have hurt you. But you need to shift this energy. It is time to move forward. It is time to, this cycle has ended. This cycle of pain has ended. It is over. everyone goes through some sort of pain, whether it be in love, work, family, any sort of relationship. Everyone goes through this kind of pain, but you have to remember that this too shall pass. And again, like I said, tens represents endings. It's a closure. It's finished. It's done. It's time to shift an energy and move forward. And then we've got the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is a very, very masculine energy, but you have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that every man holds a feminine and the male counterpart within them, and the same with the female. We hold the male and the female counterpart within us. This here is telling you, obviously tarot cards has so many different meanings, but I've got to tell you what I see with my third eye. This is telling you to be a bit more tender with yourself. Be a bit more understanding. Be empathetic with yourself from the situation. You know, cut the cords of feeling this way. Cut the cords of feeling down or feeling broken. Because you know what? You've cried your tears. You've felt the pain. You've absorbed it. And I feel like you are about to release it, or you're releasing it. And now, after you've gone through that painful ending, it's time to be a bit more tender with yourself, a bit more empathetic, have a bit more understanding. Try to understand that everything that happens to you, where there was if it was a negative situation, where it was that painful negative situation, it's happened for your highest good, because everybody has a lesson to learn within the situation that they're in. So the King is telling you to be compassionate and to be understanding and to be empathetic with self. Give yourself a bit more love. Cups represents emotion. It represents water. It represents being emotionally fulfilled and emotionally stable now, after you've gone through that cycle of that painful ending here. And then you've got the Ace of Swords. After this painful ending, after the hurt that was either within your mind or was in the 3D, the physical situation, there are new beginnings coming for you. Truths. Swords again is mental. Swords represent truth. So after hearing the truth of the situation and coming to terms with it, accepting it and releasing it, you've got new beginnings coming for you. This represents new ideas, possibly a new job for some of you, just new situations coming. You've got mental clarity. But aces represent new beginnings. So after a painful ending here, and after caring and being a bit more compassionate towards yourself, after probably battering yourself with what happened, and going over the stuff that happened, and after you've breathed it in, you've absorbed it and you let it go, you've been a bit more compassionate towards yourself, more empathetic and more understanding. And after you've done that and you've released that negative energy of that 10 of swords, because it's an ending, you're moving on to new things. You've got new beginnings coming here, guys. And then you've got the 6 of Swords. And it makes sense within this reading, because the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Swords represents moving from rough waters into smoother waters. You know, nothing remains the same. If you're in an energy where your mindset is, it's never going to change, the thing is, divine intervention steps in, you know, God steps in and gives you a kick in the butt. And then you'll have what I like to say, this tower moment, where things crumble down. It was like unforeseen circumstances, but the crumbling had to happen in order for you to say, oh shit, okay, I get it now. I get why I had this moment of pain. I understand why why all of this stuff has happened to me. And I feel for you guys, a crappy situation is over and you are moving with the 6 of Swords into smoother waters. You're moving from rough waters into smoother waters now. And that's like a beautiful message to get. So I feel like a lot of you maybe were in mental conflict, mental pain from feeling like you couldn't get out of a situation. But everything passes. Everything moves forward. You know, nothing stays the same. Everything evolves. You evolve, whether you feel like you don't or not. And if you're taking your sweet time about evolving and moving forward from a situation which doesn't serve you, the universe has to come in. Divine intervention has to step in. And sometimes when divine intervention steps in, they step in a way that will kick you off your butt, that will say, you know, will tell you, listen, you ain't listening. You know what's right, you know what's wrong, but you still keep on doing the same. We still keep on going around the same circle, you know, because sometimes things repeat itself, right? Why does this keep happening to me? I'm sure a lot of you ask yourself that question. Why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep getting in the situation with my family? Why do I keep attracting the wrong kind of woman, the wrong kind of man? You know, why am I always the one that's getting hurt? It's because there's a lesson within that situation that needs to be learned that you haven't learned yet. And what happens is, if you haven't learned it, yes, divine intervention has to come in. If you haven't learned this lesson and you can't see clearly, that's when divine intervention steps in. So we're going to get one more message from divine, from God, from our spirit guides, from our loved ones, just to help us to move forward. Just one more message from the energy oracle card. So I'm going to have to read from the book. Just get us one more love and light message, please, for the collective. Tell us what we need to know for our highest good. Give us a love and light message and tell us what we need to know for our highest good. Attachment. So some of you may feel like you're attached to a situation which no longer serves you. And it's telling you, well, you know what? You're moving forward. It's time to move on. So this is number 5. Let me just find the page really quickly and read it to you so we can get a bit more in-depth message. Attachment. Okay. It's just making sure that you can see that. This card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachment to old patterns or people from the past. I just said that, didn't I? Things will keep repeating itself, and then divine will step in if you haven't learned to move forward. So this card reveals your passage forward. Your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachment to old patterns or people from the past. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear a mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. The stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addiction, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. Are you living in fear, addicted to old unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be your own making. This card is telling you that it is time to take action, to take the action that you need to break out of the chains and to move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck. So I've just said that to you, didn't I? I said that you are moving out of a situation, but this is just solidifying that you need to keep moving forward. These chains don't bind you. You feeling sad and stuck and reminding yourself about all the things that's happened, all the things that went wrong. It's telling you to move forward, to be empathetic and understanding to yourself and giving yourself love and letting you know that new beginnings are coming for you. Whatever this feeling is, it's time to release it, because divine is telling you that you're moving forward. The Six of Swords is moving out of rough waters into smoother waters. It's time to let go of bad habits. And I did just say that. If you keep on repeating the same mistake, it will keep happening until you release yourself from a situation that you know doesn't deserve you, that doesn't serve you. Let me get one more. Get one more card for the collective. Let me just get one more card for the collective. Moving forward, guys. Even when you can't, remember that divine intervention will step in. It's too many. Way too many. Just one, please. Give us a loving light message for the collective. Tell us what we need to know here and now for our highest good. One more loving light message, please, for the collective. The woman holding a coin, that's number 42. Let's have a look-see. The elegantly dressed woman on this card sits on a beautiful chair holding a bright golden coin. When this card comes in a reading, it may refer to you directly. And to successfully endeavor regarding her own finances and health. This card could also signal a woman of support and assistance regarding these issues. She may give you financial advice or connect you with someone who does. This woman may be someone you meet where you make your money, or may be a woman of wealth and value. Either way, this card is telling you to be on the lookout for helpful assistance, or even the possibility of a new lover or a friend connected to a woman of wealth or business. So that's just an additional message for you guys. Whatever the situation may be, be on the lookout for someone that's going to come and help you. Somebody that's going to be a friend for you men out there. It could be a new relationship. If it's not, this represents the woman here. Know that you are abundant. Know that you're able to be financially stable. You're able to move forward from any situation that doesn't serve you. And it tells you to basically focus on self. Focus on what you love to do. Do the things that you love to do. Focus on self. This is this is a card of abundance. When I see Pentacles, which is a coin, when I see the coin, I see this as abundance. So I feel like for you watchers out there, male or female, there is abundance coming to you. If it's a man that's watching, you will be receiving help from a lady friend, or it could be a next lover, or this could be, if you're a woman, this is you. Work on yourself, work on abundance, because abundance is for you. It's just about getting rid of negative attachments, and know that you are moving forward with the Six of Swords here. Know that you're moving from rough waters into smoother waters, and you have new beginnings coming for you, guys. You have new beginnings coming for you. So if this resonates with you, please send me an email, let me know. If it did resonate, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching me. I love you guys. Thank you for taking the time out and watching me. Sending you love and light, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.